Hey guys, it's Lauren with How to Beauty, and today we are talking about designer-inspired fragrances. To be exact, Dossier fragrances. You guys, I was not planning on making any content about fragrances because they are so darn expensive. But when I checked out Dossier, when they reached out to me, I saw that their fragrances were $29 to $49. I was extremely intrigued, and I picked Flowerbomb. Flowerbomb is one of the most popular best-selling fragrances since 2005. They won the Fri-Yay Award in 2006 for the best marketing campaign. Yeah. And every time I was in the store, I was spraying that stuff on me. Never bought a bottle. So, asked for Flowerbomb. As it was being shipped, I put on my little detective cap and I decided to do some investigating on Dossier because if it's no good, I'm not bringing it to you. So, I watched every single influencer Dossier review. Yes, I watched you. I listened to you. I heard you mispronounce it. I watched you talk about notes that didn't exist. And then I learned a lot. I learned what was Baccarat Rouge. Never heard of it. Found out what Rihanna's favorite fragrance was. You guys were full of anecdotes, full of information, full of the now fragrances that are popular, hot, and expensive. Dossier has fragrances from $29 to $49 if I hadn't mentioned that already. So you're not going to pay $450 for somebody's favorite fragrance. $49 is the max. But I was blown away with my research that so many of their fragrances are $29. Now here's what Dossier offers. Replicated fragrances that are best sellers, classic sellers, and new fragrances. You can't go wrong. We're talking YSL, we're talking Creed, we're talking lots and lots of options, and that's what you need. So, when you're in the perfume industry and you are an expert, you know your notes. Notes are freesia, bergamot, sage, sandalwood, cedar, vanilla, caramel, fruity, floral, musky, you name it, even incense. Didn't even know they put incense in fragrance. Anyway, these perfume experts, you can come into a store in the past and say, my fragrance was discontinued, help! And they could rattle off 1 to 10 fragrances for you and get you out the door. Now, I don't know if you like that fragrance or not. You may have to come back because that was based on kind of their knowledge and the base on notes. Dossier makes it so easy for you, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. But they are very, very transparent, and they tell you exactly what notes they use for their designer replicated fragrances, okay? And they don't charge an arm and a leg, and that's why we're doing this review. So let me get out the fragrance for you. Now, I am going to put in the link below my favorite and my most highly viewed videos for 2021. One of them was I bought 6 Birkins, and the second one is I bought my 8th Birkin and got burned. This is one of my favorite Birkins. It's bubblegum pink. It's in a 35 centimeter. You guys, this is not adorable. Let's see if the fragrance is in here. Nope, it's not. Let me check another one. This is another one from I bought 6 Birkins. This is my yellow 30 Birkin. It is so adorable. It has everything on it, you guys. I love it. Look at my little Tully. Love it, you guys, so much. And yes, the fragrance is in here. So, this is Dossier. This is how you say it, Dossier. And if you want to go to their website, it's dossier.co. Yes. So, Dossier fragrances, let's talk about it. Cruelty-free, super important. Vegan, super important. Clean, super important. What does clean mean? Non-toxic, you guys. Let me tell you, you can't just base what someone tells you that it is. I research. This is a clean product. They're so clean, they're worried about their carbon footprint. That's why we have cardboard packaging, okay? So you open it up and it says iconic scents. Designer quality, no markups. How precious is that? Then they give you a little card, and then they give you the fragrance. Now, I picked Flowerbomb by Victor and Roth, and gives you the notes. Remember we talked about notes? So top notes, bergamot, green tea, freesia, berries. Middle notes, white flowers, orchid. Is that right? Orchid? Yep, orchid, rose. Sorry, I'm reading it backwards. Base notes, musk, patchouli, caramel, vanilla. You guys, amazing. Totally transparent. If you're allergic to rose, don't buy this one. Okay? They have a million others with a million other scents that don't contain rose. So they're totally transparent with how they infuse these notes together to make this replicated designer scent for you for $29. This was $29, you guys. Amazing. Okay, but it gets better than that. Okay. So you open it up and it comes in this bottle. Their name for Flowerbomb is Gourmand White Flowers. One of you influencers said this was not a floral fragrance. Okay, we all make mistakes. So if you, for some reason, lose your little card, or if it was a gift and they lose it, it shows the notes. Genius, but it gets better from there. I am the girl, how they knew, I don't know. I am the girl who leaves all of their fragrances with the top off. I tell you what, the only one I have that still has the top on, it's already gone bad anyway, is my Nicki Minaj Pink Friday. I know, silly me, but they made it so genius, they put a magnet in their cap. Okay, there is no reason that Lauren should not have a cap on her new fragrance. Now, why is this so important? Why it's so important and popular is because you lose the efficacy. You lose some of those notes. It may smell good if you keep the top off, but it's like a leaky pipe. All of some of those notes are just leaking out. Your fragrance is getting diluted. Your fragrance is not as strong. You guys, no reason why Lauren is not going to be able to keep this cap on, right? I've done it so far. I've had it for a week. Done it so far. Now, let's talk about the fragrance. When I got it, I knew it smelled exactly the same, but I had to have my detective hat on. So this is Monday. I don't know when you're watching it, but on Saturday, I went to the Best Perfumery, and I got the freshest, just like this, the freshest Flowerbomb. I sprayed it on my left wrist. I sprayed this on my right wrist. Then I got a fragrance strip because guess what? If we just put this on paper, it does not do justice. We're putting this on our skin, our clothing, let's be real. So I put this here and I put the real one here, sprayed it on each end. I let it dry down. After 2 hours, I smelled it. Oh my gosh, they smell exactly the same. I can't tell a difference, exactly the same. Now this is a parfum. It says it right here. Victor Roth parfum. It is a parfum, you guys. It is strong. It has that efficacy. It has that long lasting. I heard some of you guys saying for from other fragrances, 2 hours, 3 hours. No, guys, no. Until you take a shower, this is not coming off, okay? If you're the type of person that says, well, I like fragrances, but they get strong, listen, buy a fragrance, spray it on your clothes, hang it up in the laundry room, and wear it the next day. The other thing is, why do you need a fragrance? Why do you need more than one fragrance? Well, let's talk about another company. Another company that is not in really competition with this company. I work for Philosophy, and Philosophy's whole mantra was to make fragrances for nurses, for teachers, for people who were around a lot of people and people who had allergies or were sensitive to smells. So Philosophy made fragrances for people that were very dulled it down, very, very light, so only you could tell you were wearing the fragrance. Well, there are so many tips and tricks to like spraying your shirt, your work shirt, and leaving it overnight hanging in the laundry room so it's not super strong. But I will tell you, this is a parfum. This is amazing. So why would you want to buy a couple different ones? Well, not just because it's not a parfum, but some have incense in them. That one's going to be a little stronger. So maybe the one that you buy that has the incense note in, maybe that's something you wear at night. Maybe that's something when you're wearing not at work. When you're at work, you're wearing something like Flowerbomb that's really soft, that's really mellow, but that you can tell that you're wearing it. So that's why we're buying multiple parfums and colognes, because they're all made differently. They all have like a wonderful, wonderful reason for why we're wearing them. So this way with Dossier, you can buy 1 or 2 or 3 fragrances depending on kind of where you are going. So that's a tip and trick. Now the other tip and trick, you say, Lauren, I have to go to dossier.co and I got to figure out a fragrance. I don't really know the fragrances right now. I, like you, wasn't planning on buying fragrance. What do I do? So here's my tip and trick that no influencer suggested. The tip and trick is to take the fragrances that you own now, that you used to own, or the ones that you want to try, and go on the search engine, whatever search engine you go on, and find the notes of those fragrances. So say, for instance, rose, jasmine, orchid. I'm naming some of these from Flowerbomb because I know what they are. Say incense, say patchouli. You continue to search engine all of these fragrances and colognes that you like, and you find that they all have a certain note in them or notes. That is an easy way to figure out what Dossier fragrance that you want. See, I watched all those videos where you mispronounced the name, and I almost mispronounced it. It's Dossier. Okay. Just kidding, guys. Okay. So then, say you go, Lauren, I haven't worn fragrance in 20 years, honey. Give me a recommendation. Well, here's the deal. What you can do is 2 things. One thing is, the easiest thing is, what fragrance did you hate? So say, for instance, I want to name one they have. So say, for instance, we'll just pick on Philosophy. Say Philosophy, I don't know. I don't even remember their names. So there was one by Philosophy you hated. So go to the search engine, put in the name, ask for the notes, and it's going to pull up all the notes. So say, for instance, Magnolia. That's a big one. Michael Kors and maybe Marc Jacobs. I don't remember about Marc Jacobs. Michael Kors had one that was Magnolia. In your face Magnolia. It was like a magnolia tree on steroids. I hated it. This lady was so nice. She gave it to me. It was expensive at the time, really expensive, brand new. I couldn't wear it. It made me sick. It had nothing to do with not being a nice fragrance. But if something made you sick, if something you hated smelling, look at those notes, go the opposite direction. I want to help you pick the right Dossier fragrance, because you order it, you pay for it, you wait for it to come, and then it's going to be something that isn't something you like, and you could have just figured it out by what you liked or what you didn't like by notes. I wanted to help you with that. The other thing is you can go to the store and you can spray different fragrances on you, get samples made, find out that way. None of them are going to be $29 to $49, so there's no competition going in those perfume stores. Then get the fragrance that you like. Now, when I went into that store and I sprayed Flowerbomb on one side and Dossier's Flowerbomb on the other side, and I could tell no difference after hours. Now I did that Saturday, now we're on Monday, and they still smell as fragrant and as strong as each end. You guys, it's a no-brainer. Do that. Simple as that. Now they have a great return policy. If you use this, they will donate this, but I don't want you to have to return it because then you have to order another one and then you have to wait for that one to come. Now, make sure you go to dossier.co. They're going to have all of the best deals. They're going to have, the more you purchase, the less expensive they get. They have discounts. I'm telling you, it is amazing. When I say less expensive you get, you're still going to buy, if you bought 5 fragrances, you still aren't going to get to that really high end mark. I'm telling you, $29 is an average price. Amazing. I love the way this smells, you guys. It is wonderful. It is amazing, replicated, clean, non-toxic fragrance company. I can't wait to try their YSL Mon Paris. It was so beautiful in the store. I know they did a beautiful remake of that. I love the cap. A lot of you YouTubers did talk about it. Influencers talk about the magnetic cap. It is so important to have that. I love the clean, the simplistic, the whole brand's mantra. Love that it's cruelty-free. I love that it's vegan. I love that it smells exactly the same. I saw some people say different things, maybe a little bit of this one smell like that. I'm telling you, for me, who's not a perfume connoisseur but knows when something smells the same, I am not going to steer you wrong. I'm telling you, try them out. You have nothing to lose. They will take the fragrance back, but I'm telling you, when you try it, you will absolutely love it. I hope you like the tips and tricks for this brand that I gave you. I hope you try it out when you have the funds for it. I didn't have the funds for it when it came to the pricey perfumes in the stores. So thank you, Dossier, for giving me the opportunity to try your fragrance. Thank you so much for sending the one that I asked for. You guys, do your research, check it out, get your favorite, get something you've always wanted. $29 to $49, you can't beat it. It is amazing, amazing. You guys have a fabulous day or night wherever you are. Thank you so much for inviting me in to your homes, on your iPad, on your phone, on your TV. Thank you so much. I can't wait to hopefully bring you more reviews on Dossier. You guys take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.